Hello, welcome to our garden. We're in Panajachel, Guatemala. There's my kitty Noodles. Hi Noodles. It's January. Look at how lovely it is out here. I'm out here in a t-shirt and shorts. I'm going to show you a bit of our garden because I just found out some neat facts about the plants here. I didn't know what a lot of these plants were. I'm from Canada, so how do I know what some of these plants are? I don't know what these pink ones are. They're beautiful. They grow really well. These white ones, beautiful. I have no idea what they are, but they grow really well. So we rented this house a few months ago, and the garden was like this when we got here. It's beautiful. It's actually the dry season, and so you can see the grass is just like turning to dust. And we have to come out and water it. There's our hose and our messy pila. We have to water it to try and get it through the dry season because grass doesn't normally grow here in Guatemala. And so you can see the plants that are doing the best are the local plants, the natural plants, like these pink and white ones here. And the pink flowers up against the house. Can't remember their name right now, but they're just glorious. They don't care that we haven't had rain in months. They're just like, yeah, totally fine. So we got some neat plants over here. We've got this crazy looking, like kind of red tree. It's got like reddish leaves. It's cool. We got more pink plants over here. And up here, this plant just recently flowered. Here, we'll see. Look at it. It's like, it comes from a really, really long stalk. And if you follow it down, see this little plant here? Really funky looking alien type plant. That's what's going to grow up to. It's going to grow up to be that red flower over there. We have lots of roses actually, but they've all gone to the hips. See the hips, the rose hips? There we go. And there's some sticks and stuff in here. I'm going to hopefully plant some morning glories or some of that beautiful sky vine because this needs a little bit of work in here. I've got some rosemary starts down here. I found out there used to be a really big rosemary bush in my garden, but apparently it's died before we moved in. But I've got some starts from a friend. When they're sturdy enough, I'm going to plant them out. I've got some other weird red flowery thing here. Here's a close-up of those pink ones. Just beautiful, eh? Like, just amazing. I want to make a flowery necklace out of them. See, there's more over there, more pink ones. Geraniums, thank goodness for geraniums. They survive anything. Now here we've got a little lime tree, and someone has hacked this poor little lime tree. You can see it used to have a nice sturdy stem and some branches, and now it's just shoots. So I'm gonna have to do some research about citrus trees and fix that. There's dogs and cats everywhere here. Over here we've got some other bushes and things. You can see something's gonna bloom here. We've got some yellow flowers and our nice little lizardy dude, and up there papayas. Pretty cool, huh? We don't eat them though, because they tend to get infected with wasps. The wasps lay their eggs in them, and then when you open up the delicious papaya, it's full of worms. But you know, it happens. We've got some succulents growing in containers, and this is the kitty climbing tree. There's Noodles. He loves to climb this tree, because look at all those cool branches that you can climb up, and a little fern-like thing to go there. This tree here is actually a guava tree. It's a little shabby right now because, like I said, it's the dry season. But during the wet season when we first moved in, it dropped guavas all over the ground. It was amazing. Like, guavas are delicious, so we enjoy eating those guavas. I just found out that this tree here is called a loquat. And it has little yellow fruits on it. Let me see if I can find some. Here's a couple little ones here. And I just noticed the other day up there, there's some fruits up there, there was a blue-gray tanager eating the fruits. And blue-gray tanager is this startling blue bird, small, and just, so, I mean, I'm glad they have this tree to eat the fruits, because that's pretty cool. Okay, so this tree here, look at this thing. I knew there was a reason this tree was here. There's no way this tree was an accident. And the landlord told me he planted it, because it reminded him of growing up in the Congo, and it's called the frangipani, also called a plumeria. And it doesn't have barely any leaves. There's the only leaves on it right now, because it's the dry season. But apparently, when it gets enough water, it blooms and makes amazing white flowers that just smell beautiful, and the moths love it. So I'm super excited for that to come back when the rains start again in a few months. Over here near the casita, we have, it looks like some sort of phlox, doing really well. We've got more geraniums and all sorts of other things growing in pots, and a spider plant growing outside. Sure, why not? Because you can. More of the white stuff. And over here, you can see some more of our roses. You can see like the incredible thorns on those roses. And there's the hips. And there's one sad little bloom left here. We had several different types. This is more roses over here, kind of curving up over here. And we have some mint down here in the garden. This is the mint right here. Tastes a little different than mint on home, but it's good for tea. Don't know what that thing is. And this over here had some really cool flower on it not long ago. Look at that crazy looking thing. It's like pink. And oh, I have to back up. This is our neighbor's yard over there. But if you back up, you can see up there, there's a pine tree over there. And we can hear the wind blowing through the pine tree, and it's awesome. It sounds like home. And that's our little sauna, and Mia, the doggy. And there's some palm trees over here. They got shredded by the winds. We had really high winds, and it just shredded the leaves. And there's some other neat looking tropical type plants. So I have to show you this little dude up here. Look at this little succulent plant growing in a pot. We barely even pay any attention to him. It's just growing. It's awesome. So you can see that there's Noodles up in the cat climbing tree. So I mean, look at this amazing garden. This is definitely one of the major perks of living in Guatemala. I did mention it's January, right? So I hope you guys are happy wherever you are, and you're enjoying whatever weather you have, and maybe, come down for a visit.